Hello and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Ivan. In the last episode we set up our inserters and belts, Mark II belts, Mark III sorters, it's not inserters, takes a while. New expressions and words are difficult. So we also have a chest on, I believe it was the lava planet. It was number 1. Yeah, that's the lava planet. Here, I guess I didn't have to open the map and click, but there we have a chest of titanium and a chest of silicon. So what can we use that for? We can start building towards logistic system, which we will. We can also start building towards the next tech, the next science, which we will. I think that's what we're going to start today. We also need new fuel. Going to queue that. Oh, we already did. Good. The thruster, going to queue that as well. That's expensive apparently. But that's needed for... It's needed for this tech, I think, but it's needed for the logistic drones. So we need it basically. But I'm going to look into the next science now. And the next science, we don't have the tech yet, so I have to open this tree to look at the recipe. It's here. It requires diamonds, which we're researching right now. That one is very simple because it's just the smelted coal, or what that's called. It's called energetic graphite. So the ratio for those are 1:1, so it's a very simple array, one input. And then we have the more advanced thing, and that's the high strength crystal, I believe. Titanium crystal, okay. It's the tech that's named high strength crystal. And those require titanium, which is easy enough. It's going to be easy enough at least when we can import it. And it requires this organic crystal. And that's this we have, so we can look at the recipe properly. Here. It's possible to make out of wood and plant fuel, but I haven't collected much, so I don't think there is anything we can do with that now. So we look at this. Water is fine, we have water pumps. Refined oil is fine, we actually have a bunch extra from the red science. And plastic, which we have to make out of refined oil, which again we have some extra of, and some coal, which we will have close by anyway because of the diamonds. So I guess we start by finding out what amount we want to make, and then let's make sure we have enough construction materials. We don't have chemical plants because the input was off for a while there, so let's get 20 of, let's actually get 40 just in case. I think we need a lot of them because I think that's what's making... No, that's the assembler, okay. This one is a chemical plant, chemical facility, and this one is as well. I don't know how many we need. This sulfuric acid, we aren't going to use that for the science, but we are going to make it soon. And energetic graphite, which is assembler, of course. No, smelter, yeah, of course. Smelter, of course. That's what I was trying to say. Also, let's do the thing I said I wanted to do here. Right. Oh, we don't have belts. Oh, now we do. So a belt that goes down here with stone. I'm not sure if this is enough stone, but I think it's pretty close. So let's remove this thing here, and oh, Oh, that's messing with this. That's why we wanted it like between there. Let's see if we can grab from the upper one here. So there, and grab here. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's better. And then this can... We aren't going to do too much cleanup right now, so we just go there. In case we need to bring it back in for some reason. And then we connect here, and done. This is just... No. This is ore. Whoa. Whoa. That was scary. Let's not bring ore into the bus. Let's bring... let's make one more actually, because there's only one smelter here. Okay, so that was today's scare. That was scary enough. Let's not have more of those. Let's see. Here, there, and there, and there. I also think we should get rid of the extra stone. Let's see. Stone goes there as well. 13 left and some iron. The iron we can get rid of here. And are we lacking iron? Nah, the belt is full, so this is fine. Let's see. That was a tiny digression. Let's finish the digression before we move on. And while we do that, we check all our things. So we need inserters. 300 is enough. We have belts, that's fine. We can get rid of these belts. We can get rid of the engines and probably the electric engines. It's not electric engines, it's gravity something. Electromagnetic turbine. Makes objects levitate against gravity. So gravity somethings works. Good. We need more labs for this. Let's bring all 40 in case we get more stacks. Can we get the tech for more stacks? Yes. Do we care right now? Let's queue it, and if it happens, it happens. So we have the labs, we have landfill, we have... let's get the smelters as well. Tiny bit of shopping going on in the mall. Okay, this is fine. Plop, in case. So we want to make it close to our current science, I believe. Let's not fly north, let's fly east. So if we make it, this is hydrogen, but this is graphite. So if we split this up, we can make diamonds like here, maybe. Let's look into that. This isn't something I have looked at, so there might be a bit of trial and error, or we might create stuff in awkward locations, so we have to remove it later. Now this power plant isn't doing much, so let's remove that. We didn't really have enough hydrogen to keep that running. Let's not digress by placing power plants. So let's split this. Let's split it all the way back here, I think, so we make it as clean as possible. Like there, that's good. Now, many of the belts are going to be like half speedy, half slow now. I'm okay with that, because at some point upgrading will be possible, and then we can upgrade. And then we have up here. Now this one I want to keep out here really. So let's see if, yeah, that works. Here. So coal. We didn't need that much of it. The main part is the other part we need for the science. But this coal is also needed for plastic. So this belt might not be enough, but we'll look into that because obtaining more graphite, yes, is easy enough. So that's not the major issue. Let's see, before we do the fuel and the stacks, I'm going to upgrade our construction bots. One more drone. And this one is one construction drone task, so that doubles up the things. So that's nice. And flight speed is also nice. All of this will just happen in the background though. So we need what do we need? Let's start at the end. I like to start at the very end. This thing goes into the lab, and this thing goes into the lab. So the diamond, if we're going to do 2 science a second, let's start by doing 2 science a second. That's, I think it's more than enough. Let's see how much we make right now. I don't think we make that much. No, we only make half of that. And it's actually enough for what we're doing, because the research is happening while we're building, and we haven't gotten to a place yet where we go, oh, we can't do anything, we need more science. So 2 a second, yes. Let's do that up here, I think. Let's see. These needed 2 seconds to make 1. So 4 to make 2 a second. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Done. Do we pull the belt through, or do we split? It doesn't matter really, because one will buffer, or one will be prioritized if we pull it through. But if we split, both will get less. So in the end, we can do it either way. So let's split to not prioritize. By principle, I guess that's a better way to do it. Yeah, it's a bit harder to gauge, I guess, but it's fine. So this one with inserters out, and then, oh no, that was in, and then inserter out. Valid connection. Let's set the recipe while waiting for the bots to build. That was the diamond. We don't have the recipe. We are using the wrong thing. Smelting facility. We're definitely using the wrong thing. So we need to remove those. So 1, set the recipe first then. 2, 3, and 4. Now this one also has an alternative recipe, which needs kimberlite ore. I think that's a rare one. Kimberlite vein, rare, yes. Crystallized from kimberlite magma. And diamond can obtain. Okay. So it's nice to can obtain diamond, but for now we need to use graphite. Here we go, and no, there. That was a bit quick, clicking a bit quick. I'm looking forward to keybinds in this game because I mouse click all of the hot buttons. I find it rough to use the F buttons for hotkeys. I kind of like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 menu. It's very organized, it's easy to find everything. But it would be nice with hot buttons, I think. Not sure how I would set it up, but it would be nice. Anyway, that's 1 out of 2 products. So the next one is the crystals. And to make 2 of these a second, we need 8 assemblers. So let's put those here, I think. And this is actually assemblers. It's not the smelters. So that's that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 comes after 6. So there we go. Now let's make sure that the science needs 1 of each. And it does. Good. So that's that. These need titanium, which we will import. So importation can be over here, maybe here. It's nice to have the importing of the titanium using a logistics system thing, I believe, because this one, organic crystal, can also be found in rare veins. So later we might want to import that as well. Let's see, this thing though can be moved a bit so we don't mess it up. So, but for now we need titanium. We need 3 of those. So titanium belt can be the inner one. That would be this one. And then this belt is going to give us organic crystals. So how many? We need 1 to 1. So it's two crystals a second as well. And those are made 1 every 6 seconds. So we need 6 machines to make 1 every second, 12 machines to make 2 every second. So we need 12 machines for these. So let's do that up here, I think. Maybe we can build it closer. Just a long row. No, I want it a bit cleaner so it's more expandable, I think. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We needed 12. Oh, we also need to set the recipe. So that's here. 6. Now, do we want to make 12 in a row, or do we want to make 2 rows? I think we want to make 2 rows. But we need to set up the belt. So this one has 3 inputs. And can we do 3 inputs at the same side? I think we can. I'm going to check quickly. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, in my head this will work. And this is aligned. Because we need to use inserters and we can't cross them. So we have in. Oh, it's not aligned now. Well, that makes it easier, I guess. But I kind of want to align them. Is it aligned now? I want to test this unaligned. Let's see. So this in, this in, and this in. And that looks like a stair. So we can do the stair the other way as well. Like so. Let's see. Need to connect this to this part. Yeah. Yeah, that works. So that means we can do all inputs on the inner belts. And let's set up the machines. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And if they aren't aligned, it kind of only gets easier. So we go from here. This is out. And I want it to cross behind here, because that's the place we aren't going to build anything. We can't really expand it out here. And then we go all the way back. And then we connect. Now, if we wanted to squish this, we could have moved everything closer. So this would be the out belt as well. Oh, we got a construction drone now. That's nice while building. But this is fine. This is fine. So now we need to do basically the same, but with plastic, because the plastic, I think, is the same ratio. It's not. The plastic is made twice as fast. So how about, do we want it to be directly inserted? No. Do we want it to be a 3 and 3 or a row of 6? I think we want 3 and 3. So all the way out. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Plastic. Yeah, that's 2 inputs. So we copy, paste, 3 input belts on this side. The game is very flexible when it comes to this. So you can do 2 rows of 3, 1 row of 6. You can have input on one side, output on one side. You can mix them. It doesn't really matter. Now this, let's see. This is not aligned, and that's because the tiles are kind of shrinking as we go this way. So this thing is outside of this, and this thing is outside of this. So this just takes more space. So it has to be misaligned slightly. So graphite, the graphite can come from this side, actually. So let's, I don't think we can change the direction of an already placed belt. That would be nice to be able to. So let's go here actually. Yeah, that's nice. That's the graphite. That means we can remove this part. I seem to remember we were going to use graphite for 2 things. Oh yes, the second thing was the diamonds, of course. Not 2 things as part of the crystals. So this is plastic. We need plastic out. I'm almost thinking we could change something here. Let's see. If this is the in belt, as in if plastic loops around here instead of the finished product and the product comes out in the middle, that would, or plastic needs to go here and down and in. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, that's good. We need to turn that belt as well though. Turn and here. Again, the R button is really useful for making belts because this is easier to align than this, I find. There we go. So R button to change the cornering. We don't have any inserters. I know this. This is something that I'm most likely going to forget, and nothing will be built. So this needs wait. This was going to be the out belt, the other in belt, and the out belts were going to go on the outside. So maybe we do, yeah, actually we're going to do, we're going to do the same as here. So it's going to go here, here, and then we need up one level, down one level, and then it goes here. That's the out belt, and that's the one we align here. That's better. So that means this belt has to be the oil, and that's going to be the other way. So we have to turn the belt once again. There. So the oil belt is going to be a very long one, but we have more oil here. That's nice. So I am going to make the very long belt though, because it's nice to drain the oil. Is it though? We're using it for power. Well, we don't want to use this oil for power because it's not very efficient. So I am going to do a priority split, or maybe just a split. No, a priority split, yes. I'm also going to remove that one belt. So we get choose starting facility. Oh, belt, not inserters. Then out, and then out here. And then I guess we priority the oil, like so. Now let's look at this belt. Can we, do we want to up one floor and just build it over? Or do we build it next? Don't want to build it next to, we want it up. Let's see. Oil, so we want it up here. Oh, that's upgraded bots again, that's nice. Actually, I'm going to go along. Just so if we need to split it off later, it's going to be more awkward and painful. It's not just that. But I like it. I'm not sure why I like it, but I like it. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, out of building range. I'm trying to make too long of a belt. There. This collision thing was a bit hard to draw the belt on. And here. Oh, this is no good. This is actually no good. Let's remove here before it gets built as well. Good. And then let's see where we're actually going to split it in. So if it goes on the second floor, we can use this splitter. And I guess we split it here. If it goes on the second floor, we can bring the water in below. So that's nice. And then here we're going to need some foundation. Let's see, oil. Where did we want it? We wanted it at the top belt here. Here. Not there. Let's see. There. And then do we want... Wait, we don't need a splitter. This is the last stop. So we just go like that. And like that. Then this is along this. Oh, this line is of course misaligned. Can we? Yeah. Let's see how the game wants to align this. Up one? No. Yeah, this is good. So we obtain it from this tile here, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I lost the tile now. No. So this. Probably. Not being able to build a belt in the opposite direction of where it's being built is a bit rough. So let's see that this actually works now. These little things. Okay, it seems to be working. So that means oil and graphite are in. So we have plastic. We don't have water, but oil is in. So we need water. I hope we brought them. No. So the water is going to be the final item. Our bots are going to have a blast with this, and we need fuel. Just burning the extra oil and stuff we have in our inventory is decent, actually. So let's get the oil going. Now we have a tank on each of these, and what we will do if we have to import is to move our power plant, because right now we might get power issues. We aren't really building anything, so that's fine. I think the only thing we're building now is science. The mall is probably already done building absolutely everything we wanted to. So we need an out belt for this as well. Out. Looking at the time, we're making good time actually. This, yeah. So how many constructions do we want building? For 2 a second, we don't need 3 of them. So let's just do 2. Going to set the recipe. The bots fly really far to build. That's in some ways nice, and in some ways weird because we have to wait. But it's also nice while speculating and stuff, things actually get built. So let's make the 2 towers. There we go. So we have an out belt for this going on the inside here. The reason for that is I want the out belt to be on this side. And this thing goes on the outside here. And the out belt goes here. So this belt goes here and up one. And oh, the drones fly faster, that's good. And the science can actually go up all the way. Okay, so we're out of belts. What are we out of? We're out of belts and we're out of water. Let's see. Going to quickly get those so we can finish this build. I actually think we're going to finish the whole science today. That was really quick, and it's, as far as I know right now, it's ratio perfect, and the only thing we might need is more oil, which is very easy to insert into that system. There we go. Now, what do these need that we don't have? No, that's the wrong thing. What did I get? I got a bunch of oil extractors. Don't want that. We want these things, and these need motors. But we have a bunch of those. I guess we can't insert that many into the machine. Ah, enough. And belts. And yeah, it's stacking up. It's full. Everything is saturated. It's so nice. We have enough inserters. Let's just fill the last stack, and then I guess we get rid of the slow belts here. What else? What else? I think we're set on everything else. We can now also get rid of the stone. Oh, fuel. Fuel. We need some of that. And these can go back. This goes in the mech. And then we fly towards this way. I keep wanting to fly this way to the north while headed for science, and I know it's not the correct way, but I really want to fly that way anyway. So I think we're done with all the upgrades now. Maybe we can do more. We need yellow science, purple science, okay. Oh, red, mecha fuel, that's nice. Oh, and we are struggling with power, that's fun. Then we can do vertical construction. And that's it. So that's all the upgrades. So here on the technologies, we have much to do. I guess not that much. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have the parts for that yet. No rush. Cracking will be nice at some point, I think. Oh, fuel, yeah, and thruster, sure. Maybe before the cracking. Oh, and this one, of course, yeah. So, science is happening, hooray. It's nice to have some stuff happening while we are out and about. The satisfaction isn't that bad, actually. It's quite, yeah, the system is quite satisfied. Although it is going to break, of course, when we turn on this thing. So we have inserters in, inserters out. We also want a buffer chest for the yellow science. Like that. Here. We didn't need that power pole. So, inserter in, and power pole. Okay, so let's work our way forwards now instead of going from the science and back, because then we can see if stuff is getting made or not. So let's start with this part. This part only needs electricity, I think. Probably some inserters as well, because I never do enough inserting. No, that's fine. Good. Then here. Okay, that's half. It's the easy part, but it's half. So we have oil happening here, and we have the other thing happening here. And something Catherine of Sky told me yesterday was that the power poles, this thing, isn't a square. It's not a rectangle. So between here, you can actually fit power poles. You can't place it here because of the like tower, but here it goes. And there. That's quite neat. And then we need, let's see, we need to connect the power. That wasn't enough, I see. There. So we need oil and graphite in. So that's from the middle. Graphite, graphite, oil, oil. I guess we can do opposite, opposite, near and near. Opposite, opposite, near and near. That's plastic happening. They need to be put on belts. I like the way this is kind of structured. Even if it looks messy, I'm doing like everything at once, but I like to do the buildings and then loop back around to do the inserters. I don't mind that way of doing it at least. There we go. Maybe we can reach it from here. Right. So we have more fuel now, or we burn it quicker. That's good. So here we have the one where we need to focus because it needs to be like the stairway kind of thing. So that's in, and in. In and in. I guess it's all in, so 3 each. 3 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. When you place inserters in this game, if they are misaligned by 1, like here, you can, when you drag to a building, it will suggest by moving it 1 so it hits. That's very nice. So if I click here, it will just go in, but if I click here, it will just go in, but if I click here, it will suggest I move it on the belt to this location instead. So when you do stuff like this, it goes quite fast, because if you miss by 1 tile, it will fix itself by the auto suggest thing. And then we need inserters or sorters going out as well. I'm going to place those before I do the power. So that's here. Good. Now, none of this is going to work properly because we need the titanium. But it is a start. And do we have... I don't think we have enough titanium like on our person. Does that actually hit everything? Or does this one as well? It looks like it. So every 2. That was clean, the power poles. My power poles are usually not very clean in games, but it's good. Then we need the water. Let's see. Gathering. Do we want it that close? No, that's not. How much do these need? They need 1 water. And we're making 2 every second, so we need 2 water every second. So that means, I think these make 50 a minute. Let's power it and see. 55. Oh, 55 because we have mining efficiency? Probably. So I'm going to accept having 2, even though it's not enough, because when we get the next upgrade for mining efficiency, it will be enough. So that's my plan. Good. So now these can just start making. Yes. So this means we have everything except for the titanium. So what we need to do now is go to the other planet, loot the box, and come back. And that should hopefully give us enough research to get to, not the planetary, but the interstellar. Yeah, that's 120, but we also need to make it. So we need more items. We need this at least, and then we needed a special item as well. Is it a fuel rod? No. Is it? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, that one only needs red though, so that's fine. So the next plan is going to be to import titanium. I could do it now, but I'm looking at the time and it's definitely time to stop. So I'm going to place the last few inserters we need for the science. So the only thing we need to do is get the titanium. Let's see. There we go. And inserters out as well. This feels right now it feels a bit cramped. They're kind of close to the towers, but I think that's fine because we really gave ourselves a lot of room between. Possibly too much, but oh well. So this is great. This is great. Next episode will be flying to get titanium and possibly even bring some. Is this water? Yeah. Pick it up and click delete key to remove. Possibly also get some silicon, but we'll see. And we probably also need power. Because right now the power plants are working, but we aren't at pretty close to full satisfaction, but not completely. So we definitely need more power. And apparently we need more graphite as well. That's not very surprising. But this one is actually expandable as long as we use a bit quicker belts. 2-to-1. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be a project, but I'm going to stop here. So when I get back tomorrow, I remember to do that first, so I don't forget. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this spaghetti. Bye bye.